Good day, St. Maarten. I'm Juliana Lázaro.
And I'm also Lawrence.
And welcome back to another edition of St. Maarten NEWSDESK.
Brought to you by TV15.
We bring you the latest and most important stories around the island and beyond.
Let's dive into our top headlines. Minister Mercelina praises swift airport response after flight disruptions. Dr. Luke Mercelina, the Honorable Prime Minister of St. Maarten, has commended airport staff and key partners for their rapid and coordinated response following temporary flight disruptions over the past weekend. The disruptions, linked to rising tensions between the United States and Venezuela, peaked on Saturday, January 3rd, causing delays and leaving some passengers stranded. Thanks to swift action by airport authorities and partners, flight operations were safely restored and affected travelers received assistance. Prime Minister Mercelina extended his appreciation to the staff of Princess Juliana International Airport, air traffic controllers, the St. Maarten Police Force, airline partners, ground handlers, security teams, and emergency services for their professionalism and teamwork. This situation showed the strength of our institutions and the value of cooperation, the Prime Minister said, noting that passenger safety and care remained the top priority throughout the incident. The Prime Minister reassured the public that government remains in close contact with regional and international partners to monitor developments and safeguard travel and national security. He also thanked travelers for their patience, reaffirming the country's commitment to safe and reliable air transport for residents and visitors alike. Ministry of Education, Culture, Youth and Sports expands international study options with new MOUs. Honorable Minister of Education, Culture, Youth and Sport, Melissa Gumps, announced that St. Maarten has signed two new memoranda of understanding, MOUs, with St. Mary's University in Canada and the University of Bridgeport, significantly expanding affordable tertiary education options for students receiving government study financing. Under the agreement with St. Mary's University in Halifax, students can benefit from about 41% tuition savings in full-time undergraduate programs. St. Mary's offers a wide range of undergraduate and graduate degrees across arts, science, commerce, engineering, and environmental studies. The University of Bridgeport agreement provides approximately 56% savings on total annual study cost, giving students access to more than 100 programs in areas such as engineering, business, health sciences, and education. Minister Gums said the MOUs help remove financial barriers and invest directly in St. Maarten's human capital. All applications are handled through the ministry's study financing division, and both agreements are valid for 5 academic years. The ministry encourages eligible students to explore these new international study opportunities. 30 patients abroad receiving care as VSA confirms contingency plans. Honorable Minister of Public Health, Social Development and Labor, Richina Bruk, has confirmed that approximately 30 St. Maarten patients are currently receiving medical treatment in Curaçao and Colombia, while contingency plans are in place should regional tensions disrupt travel. The update comes amid concerns over evolving developments in the region. The Ministry of ECYS and SZV have been closely monitoring the situation to ensure continuity of care and patient safety. As a precaution, SZV has already facilitated the return of patients who were medically cleared to travel before recent flight disruptions. Patients still abroad require ongoing treatment and remain under active medical supervision, with logistics and return travel being coordinated as soon as their condition allows. Minister Brooke assured the public that alternative treatment destinations within the Caribbean have been identified should further escalation affect access to Curaçao or Colombia. He noted that this planning began even before recent events, both to strengthen resilience and manage healthcare costs without compromising quality. The Ministry of ECYS and SZV said they remain fully engaged and will keep the public informed of any changes affecting patients abroad.
Hello, my people. My name is Glenna York of Sit, Sip and Chat and Moms in Paradise podcast. You can find us on TV15 St. Maarten, TVC St. Kitts, and on YouTube. Reporting from Great Bay Media Studios in St. Maarten, your NEWSDESK feature story is coming up. But first, here is Mizzy with the Sunshine Report.
Hey there, it's Mizzy with a Sunshine Report, straight out of Sunshine City, St. Maarten, bringing you the warmth and the sunshine you need to kickstart your day. So let's dive into today's forecast and see how the skies are treating us. And that's it for your Sunshine Report. It was brought to you by the Met Department of St. Maarten. Stay safe, stay friendly, Sunshine City.
I tell him, we believe connection goes beyond signals. It's about people. From every call, every laugh.
Hi, Merry Christmas. Thanks for calling.
Every moment shared across our island.
Game time.
We're reminded this network was built by St. Maarten for St. Maarten.
I couldn't. Oh, I got you. Don't worry, man. We're good.
When are you coming to St. Maarten?
All right, let's go. Go.
Here's to staying connected to what matters most. Your connection, your Christmas.
I am Karim Tulen, co-founder of Carib Assist Pro. Our goal is to help busy professionals, elderly, housewife, local, tourists, practically anybody that needs assistance in the day-to-day chores.
We have different services like groceries, do your shopping, and also run your errands. We can provide transportation services for all members of the family, whether it's you on commute or getting the kids to school. House activities and house services that include pet sitting. All of these let us take off your hands and let us make those reservations so you don't have to stress about having a good time.
So you can have less stress and more free time. Through our discretion, we make an impression.
ZVA reopens in-person services for seniors on January 26. Minister of Public Health, Social Development and Labor, the Honorable Richinel Bruk, has confirmed that SZV social and health insurances will resume in-person services for senior citizens starting Monday, January 26, 2026. The move follows concerns that many seniors face difficulties with online-only support. Dedicated walk-in senior priority hours will allow elderly clients to receive face-to-face assistance without appointments, restoring accessible and respectful service. Mr. Bruk said the reopening will begin as a soft launch, giving SZV time to finalize a more senior-friendly setup. Plans include a centralized service area so seniors no longer need to move between multiple offices, improving comfort and accessibility. The initiative is part of a broader effort to strengthen community services and ensure older residents receive the direct support they need. SZV will share additional details as preparations continue. CHTA confirms participation at SMART 2026 in St. Maarten. Caribbean Hotel and Tourism Association CHTA has confirmed it will once again have a strong presence at SMART 2026, the St. Maarten Annual Regional Trade Show, scheduled for June 22nd to 26th, 2026. The announcement was made by the St. Maarten Hospitality and Trade Association, known as SHTA, on behalf of the Bi-National Organizing Committee, which includes the St. Maarten Tourism Bureau and Office du Tourisme and Club du Tourisme. CHTA represents hotels and tourism businesses across the Caribbean and works to promote sustainable growth, advocacy, research, and regional collaboration. On St. Maarten, CHTA is represented locally by SHTA and Club du Tourisme. CHTA CEO Vanessa Ledesma said SMART provides an ideal platform to engage with members, share regional insights, and connect with hotels, airlines, DMCs, and suppliers across multiple destinations at once. Local tourism associations are encouraging members to visit the CHTA booth to learn more about dual local, regional membership benefits, which strengthen the Caribbean's collective voice on issues such as connectivity, sustainability, and fair competition. SMART 2025 welcomed participants from 29 countries, and the 2026 edition is expected to expand further. Early bird registration for SMART 2026 is already open through SHTA. 2025 tax documents now available online. St. Maarten Tax Administration has announced that key tax documents for the 2025 tax year are now available on the Government of St. Maarten website for both individuals and businesses. For individual taxpayers, the 2025 Income Tax Return Forms IB Model A and Model B can now be downloaded. Both forms must be filled no later than June 1st, 2026. For businesses, the following forms are available. Opgave werkzaamheden derden 2025. Verzamelloonstaat 2025. And these are due on February 2nd, 2026, as January 31st falls on a weekend. Businesses can also access 2025 Provisional Profit Tax Return, which is due on March 31st, 2026, and the 2025 Final Profit Tax Return, due June 30th, 2026. All documents can be downloaded via the government's official website. Taxpayers are encouraged to file on time to avoid penalties. For assistance, the tax administration can be reached by phone, WhatsApp, or email. Firefighters and ambulance personnel are among the country's most essential public servants, but unresolved issues inside the system are now raising serious questions. Here's our feature story right after this.
You know, we all talk about having rights. And yeah, we do.
We have the right to be safe.
The right to learn and get an education.
The right to speak up and be heard.
The right to dream big and build our future.
But listen, rights don't stand alone.
We also have responsibilities.
Real talk, if we want respect, we gotta give respect too.
St. Maarten is our home.
So let's protect it. Keep our beaches clean, our streets clean, and show love to nature.
Healthy island, healthy future.
Our parents and guardians do a lot for us.
Let's show respect, talk to them, and listen, even when it's hard.
School prepares us for life.
So we show up, we stay focused, and we put in effort.
We want opportunities, so we work for them.
We are part of this community, every village, every culture, every neighborhood.
Let's be kind, positive, and supportive.
A stronger community starts with us.
And most importantly, we are responsible for ourselves.
We make healthy choices for our mind and body.
We believe in our goals and our voice and our future.
Our rights give us power, our responsibilities make us leaders. Together we rise.
The Convention of the Rights of the Child isn't just a policy, it's protection and responsibility. When our children learn their rights, they are better prepared to take on their responsibility. This public service announcement is brought to you by the Department of Youth.
Let's put everything on the table. People always give their opinion, and you can either take it or crunch it. Let them judge. We give in to the most irresistible flavor. We devour every nugget that falls in our hands, especially when it's our crunchy fried chicken. And let the crumbs fly if needed. Let them keep judging. We'll keep indulging. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
You could talk to your family, talk to your friends. Affordability and convenience. Community connection, that makes sense. Reliability with experience. Hey, for every love, every adventure. #1 provider, they got ya. We tell them your data is always on. You can opt out whenever you want. Tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want to roll. Control my data, yeah, yeah, yeah. Always connected every time, everywhere. Money low, but I never fair. I know, tell them is there. Connectivity, that's what I like. Flexibility, that's what I like. Reliability, that's what I like. Tell them, sign me up for life. Tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Come tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want to go. Come tell them we always on. For every moment when you want more. Tell them we always on. Stay connected when you want to road.
Is in the air and it's about to spread like wildfire when Freedom Fighters Foundation proudly presents the 27th annual Bob Marley Tribute Concert, Friday, February 6th at the Soggy Dollar Bar in Simpson Bay, featuring live performance by St. Martin's finest artists, featuring Percy Rankin, Essence, Timo, Lady Rubia, Kuje, Zoraida, Sigma, Roxy, Toby Hodge, Chantilia, Michael Madewell, and the music of the Freedom Fighters Band. Showtime is 9 p.m. sharp. Admission is $30 in advance, $40 at the door. Tickets available at the Eitel Shack on the Bush Road and from members of the Freedom Fighters Foundation. Don't miss the 27th anniversary of the Bob Marley Tribute Concert, February 6th at the Soggy Dollar Bar in Simpson Bay at 9 p.m.
Like I never did before.
Today on our NEWSDESK feature story, we take a deeper look at the issues shaping life, policy, and progress across our island and the region. Our feature asks a guiding question. It breaks down the complexities behind major decisions, community concerns, and long-term developments that affect our environment, our economy, and the way we live. Our feature explores not only what is happening, but why it matters and what it could mean for St. Martin's future.
The Windward Island Civil Servants Union, Private Sector Union, WICSU PSU, is calling for urgent government action to resolve outstanding labor issues affecting the fire and ambulance department, warning that continued delays risk further eroding trust and stability within essential emergency services. In a formal letter dated January 5th, 2026, Week Sue, PSU President Sharon Kangita appealed directly to Prime Minister and Minister of General Affairs, the Honorable Luke Mercelina, urging the swift signing of a long-awaited mediation agreement intended to bring an end to the Fire Department's recent go-slow action. According to the union, the mediation agreement was submitted to the Ministry of General Affairs on December 22nd, 2025. However, nearly 2 weeks later, no formal response or acknowledgement of receipt has been issued, leaving firefighters and ambulance personnel feeling overlooked and disrespected. The union emphasized that these frontline workers continue to operate under demanding conditions without the benefit of holiday breaks, while the uncertainty surrounding their labor situation remains unresolved. President Kangita noted that while the appointed mediator was on vacation during the holiday period, she remained available to facilitate the signing of the agreement. Compounding the delay, however, has been uncertainty over whether the Deputy Prime Minister was authorized to sign the document on behalf of the Prime Minister in his absence, a lack of clarity the union described as deeply frustrating. Beyond the mediation agreement itself, Week Sue PSU is also seeking response to an earlier letter dated December 3rd, 2025, regarding the placement process outlined in the revised function book for the Fire Department and ICT. The union has requested that this placement process be temporarily halted, citing significant uncertainties and insufficient clarity on how it would be implemented. The union further raised concerns after the ministry issued a letter during the ongoing mediation process, questioning whether the government remains fully committed to meaningful consultation and good faith negotiations. Week Sue PSU has now set a clear timeline, calling for the mediation agreement to be signed by January 7th or 8th, 2026, to formally conclude the go-slow action and allow all parties to move forward constructively. President Kangita, who is scheduled to travel off island, urged the government to finalize the matter before her departure, warning that additional delays could further strain labor relations within a department critical to public safety. The letter was copied to the mediator, fire and ambulance department negotiation teams, and senior government officials, underscoring the seriousness of the union's concerns. As this situation unfolds, the focus remains on restoring trust, ensuring fairness, and safeguarding sound labor relations, not just for firefighters and ambulance personnel, but for the broader community that relies on them every day.
That's all the time we have for today's edition of St. Maarten News Desk.
Thank you for joining us. Remember, new episodes premiere every weekday morning at 8 a.m. on TV 15 and then across our social media platforms. I'm Maarten Lawrence.
And I'm Jessica Elaster. I wish you an amazing evening. See you tomorrow.
Keep them friendly.